Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusantadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatveshini. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita and our reading of this wonderful 11th adhyaya of the Vishwarupa Darshana. And Arjuna has seen so many wonderful things in that cosmic form of the Lord. The last he saw all those Rudras and Adityas and Vasus and Sadhyas and all these divine beings, all these celestial beings, all these gods and demigods. They are wonderstruck being a part of this Vishwarupa. They are so astonished. Rudra Aditya Vasavoyecha Sadhya Vishveshvinau Marutashchoshma Pashpa. Rudra, all the 11 Rudras, the 12 Adityas, the Vasus, 8 Vasus, all the Sadhyas and Vishve, the Vishwadevas, the gods of the lords, Vishwadevas, and Ashvinu, the twin Ashvini brothers, those celestial beings, divine beings, Marutascha, and also the lords of gods of wind, the 49 Maruts. They are all, they are, Arjuna is seeing them. Marutaha cha Ushman Pahat. Ushman Paha is, Ushman is all those Pitris, Ushmapan. All the Pitris, all the ancestors, all the forefathers, all those gone by generations of our ancestors. All these divine beings, the celestial beings, and also the Gandharvas, Gandharva Yaksha Surasiddha Sangha, Vikshante Tvam Vismitaschaiva Sarve. And not only these gods and demigods from those divine planes, those the heavenly planes, but also the celestial beings like the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, the Siddhas, all those enlightened souls. Vikshante Tvam, they having seen you, Vikshante Tvam, having looking at you, they are all Vismitaschaiva Sarve, all of them, they are so astonished. All of them, they are so wonderstruck to realize that they are also part of this cosmic form. And this wonderful vision that Arjuna is having, Arjuna is describing to Sri Krishna, and Arjuna is describing to us that all these beings, the divine beings and the celestial beings, and beings much above the human planes, they are all so much wonderstruck, they are amazed, and they are looking at you. They are looking at you and they are thinking, we are also part of this. We are also part of this great wonderment, and they are so amazed. Now, after seeing all this, what further Arjuna saw? Let us read in the 23rd Shloka today. rūpaṁ mahatte bahu-vaktra-netraṁ mahā-bāho bahu-bāhūru-pādam bahūdaraṁ bahu-danṣhṭrā-karālaṁ dṛiṣhṭvā lokāḥ pravyathitās tathāham. Forget about these gods, goddesses, the demigods, the celestial beings, the Rudras, Adityas, Vasus, Ashwins, Vishwadevas, and all those wind gods, and even the Pitris. Forget about Gandharvas and the Yakshas and the Asuras and all those Siddha Purushas, the enlightened souls. Now, that is one part of the vision that Arjuna has. Now, there is something much more than that Arjuna can see. The cosmic form of the Lord comprises of everything in this universe, not only these gods, demigods, celestial beings, and the above human plane beings. And Arjuna is now saying rūpaṁ mahatte, rūpaṁ, the immeasurable form. Now Arjuna is talking. Arjuna has already said, I cannot see the beginning, the middle, and the end of your cosmic form at all. Your cosmic form has no beginning, no middle, no end. It is just vastness. The glorious vastness, the divine vastness, the divine limitlessness, aseem. So that is the kind of form. And now Arjuna is saying again, he is saying about rūpaṁ mahatte. It is an immeasurable form. Mahatte rūpaṁ, that form. Arjuna is not able to just even grasp that whole form. It is so huge, it is so vast. Even that divine sight, forget about the physical eyes, even the divine sight, the divya chakshu that Sri Krishna has provided to him, he has granted to him that wonderful divine sight. He is not able to make out where is the beginning, where is the end. Arjuna has seen all these the various kind of gods and goddesses in that form, various kinds of beings in that form. He has seen all the creation in that form, all the beings in that form, the living, non-living. And now Arjuna is seeing. He is saying bahu-vaktra-netraṁ, bahu-vaktra-netraṁ, with many mouths and eyes. Innumerable mouths and eyes. Wherever you look at that form, you see mouths. Mouths of varying forms, mouths of varying categories, varying degrees, and the eyes. So many. Now, the mouths and eyes of each and every creature, if they were to be part of that cosmic form, what a tremendous sight it would be. So many mouths, so many eyes, and with average of 2 eyes per creature, for that matter. How many eyes for all those creatures that are there in the creation? They are all part of that cosmic form, that universal form, that Vishwarupa. Bahu-vaktra-netraṁ. Vaktra is mouth, netraṁ is eyes. Mahā-bāho bahu-bāhūru-pādam. Mahā-bāho, oh mighty armed. Now at one point of time, Sri Krishna has referred to Arjuna as mahā-bāho because he is a mighty armed. He has got such great fighting valor with his arms. He is a master of archery, and his the arms are so powerful. Therefore, Krishna had referred to Arjuna as mahā-bāho. And now Arjuna realizes that the real mahā-bāho is this fellow who is standing in front of me, my Lord Krishna, in that universal form. Because it is not just 2 arms that he has. He is carrying the arms of all the creatures of this creation. He has got innumerable arms. Mahā-bāho bahu-bāhūru-pādam. Bahu-bāhūru-pādam. You have so many multitude of arms. Thighs. Uru. Uru is thighs. And pādam, the feet. Bahūdaraṁ, even the stomachs. It is not one body of my friend Krishna. It is not just one body, physical body of my charioteer Lord Krishna. It is the universal form. It is carrying all these body parts, the arms, the legs, the feet, the thighs, the stomachs of all the creatures of this creation, not just one human form of these body parts. Bahu-bāhūru-pādam, bahūdaraṁ, bahu-danṣhṭrā-karālaṁ, bahu-udaraṁ, innumerable stomachs, innumerable abdomens, and bahu-danṣhṭrā-karālaṁ, fearful innumerable tusks. So that also is a form of the Lord. There are so many animals who have those tusks, karālaṁ they call it, the pointed, the teeth that come out, like the wild boar. In fact, wild boar also happens to be one of the divine incarnations of the Lord. When the Lord had taken the load of this earth, which was just slumping down in the hell, he had taken it on his karal, on his tusks. So there are such animals also, the body parts of such animals also Arjuna could see in that universal form. So many teeth, so many stomachs, bahu-udaraṁ, bahu-danṣhṭrā-karālaṁ. So many teeth, like our teeth, the teeth of the tusks of elephant or the tusks of wild boar, all those different wonderful things that Arjuna could see. Bahu-danṣhṭrā-karālaṁ. Now, after seeing all this wonderment, what happens? It is not the divine pleasure that he is getting out of it. In fact, what Arjuna says, dṛiṣhṭvā, having seen all this, lokāḥ pravyathitās, all the three worlds, they are terrified. They are terrified. It is not that they are getting any pleasure of seeing this. It is a terrible form, O Lord, Arjuna is saying. Till the time he was seeing all those Rudras and Adityas, it was going good. It was a pleasant sight. All those wonderful Gandharvas, all those wonderful Yakshas, all those celestial beings, Gandharvas and Yakshas, they love merrymaking, they sing, they dance. So all those things, they are gone now. And now Arjuna is seeing all the terrible things. Thousands and millions and billions of mouths, eyes, hands, feet, and thighs, and stomachs, and those teeth, those tusks. So horrifying that Arjuna says, having seen that, all the worlds are trembling. Lokāḥ pravyathitās. And not only all the three worlds, tathāham. And that is the case with me too, Arjuna says. I am also trembling, having seen this terrible form of yours. I am also terrified. Till the time I was saying good, it was wonderful. But now I have seen all these rūpaṁ mahat, this immeasurable, this horrible form that now I am seeing. That has made me also terrified. And like all the three worlds, they are terrified if they happen to look at this form. Seeing your immeasurable form with myriad mouths and eyes, O mighty armed, with myriad arms, thighs and feet, with myriad stomachs and terrible and myriad tusks. The worlds are terror-struck, and also me too. So am I terrified. Man projects the contents of his mind and cognizes in the world outside. What is there in the mind? What is there in us? We try to cognize in the outer world. Nothing comes from outside actually. Everything is there inside us. So what is there inside? We just try to project, and it is truly it happens that what we wish to see, we see. What we want to see, we see. Although it is a dream, it is a facade, although it is just an imaginary thing. Arjuna had no idea till then that it is Ishvara who has become the entire universe, and that there is also a terrific aspect to his manifestation. Ishvara is not all only good, my dear friend, my bosom friend, my lovely friend. No. Ishvara has also got a destructive side to him. Because he is ultimately, he is the creator, he is the preserver, he is the destroyer also. So when the destruction comes, that terrible side has to appear before us. Let us also accept the fact that yes, Ishvara can be terrible. The sudden and unexpected vision of it frightens him, even though he is a person of extraordinary caliber. Now, Arjuna was not a person of ordinary caliber. He was a person of extraordinary caliber, and that's why Sri Krishna of all the Pandavas has chosen him to be the medium to give that wonderful advice of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He had chosen Arjuna to write, to be charioteer of his chariot. Arjuna was a chosen one, and it was not just because he was ordinary. Of course, none of the Pandavas were ordinary. But even among the five, Arjuna had some definite capabilities. And because of those capabilities, because of that extraordinary caliber, Krishna had selected Arjuna. And in spite of that additional advantage that Arjuna had, he couldn't fathom the greatness of the Lord in his physical frame. To understand the greatness of the Lord, Krishna had to give him that divine vision, that divya chakshu, and let him see that universal form. Otherwise, for Arjuna, Krishna was just Krishna. A man with two eyes, two ears, nose, mouth, and hands and feet and things like that, like him. But having got the divya chakshu, now Arjuna has realized who is this fellow, who is his charioteer. Who is this fellow who is riding his chariot and taking him ashore? Now Arjuna has understood, and now he has also got terrified that my friend is not just a goody friend. It is not that he gives birth, it is not that he gives nourishment, he protects everything. He is also the one who is the destroyer. He projects this unsettled state of his mind on the world and says that the worlds are terror-struck even as he is. And therefore, what is happening inside him? He is telling Lord, like I am terror-struck, even the three worlds, they are pravyathitās, they are terrified, they are horrified seeing your horrible form, seeing your immeasurable form with all these mouths and eyes and thighs and arms and feet and stomachs and whatnot. It is just a terrible form, and I'm all terrified, I'm all horrified like me. All the three worlds also. So the fear that he has inside, having seen the form, Arjuna is just projecting out as the fear of the three worlds also. Of all the people in this creation, they are terrified to see this form. So that was the terrible form, that understanding of that terrible form of the Lord, terrible form of that Vishwarupa of the Lord that Arjuna had in this 23rd shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Swami.